Detroit Lions are back at home, still trying to get that first win of the 2021 NFL season. Did you realize that you were a champion in their eyes? Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to the Gridiron Blitz. On this channel, we do predominantly Detroit Lions content with some other content, some live streams and college live streams, NFL live streams. I mean, we do it on this channel. The Detroit Lions are back at home, not having had two consecutive back-to-back home games this season. Coming up, their back-to-back home games will be the Thanksgiving game and then the first game in December 10 days later. So the Detroit Lions have kind of been through it. Coming off the kind of heartbreaking loss to the LA Rams. We were right there. We had it, but we gave it up. And now we are at home to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles are a team that is kind of spiraling out of control. They got a new head coach, and I'm not sure what is going on there. You've got Gardner Minshew. You also have Jalen Hurts. And right now, Hurts is not playing that well. So we're going to go and see, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end of the video, whether I think the Detroit Lions can win this game or not. So let's do like we always do and go to the ESPN Gamecast and look over some stats. I'm not sure what it is, but these videos have never, ever done really well, even before, maybe about 3 years ago. But that's all right. We're going to keep doing them and keep chopping away and see if we can get any traction. The Detroit Lions are actually favored to lose in this game, 42.9%. to 56.8. I'm surprised it's that big of a gap. That is crazy. I thought that it would be a little closer, but the ESPN game predictor has the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game. So if we go to some season leaders, Jalen Hurts is 100 for 48 yards out of 242 attempts for 1,716 yards. I didn't even know he had thrown that much. 10 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So not as bad as you may think. Jared Goff, on the other hand, I know you can't see him. He's right here. 181 for 274, 1,773 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He had gone a pretty long stretch, I think a few games where he didn't throw a pick, and he threw 2 against the LA Rams. One was right there in the end zone, and then the other was kind of in garbage time off the hands of his receiver and into the hands of the defender. So Jared Goff is, I mean, right now, I think last year he was 20 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. He's looking to pass that interception total for last year. So, I mean, what can you do? Rushing leaders. Hurts is the Philadelphia Eagles rushing leader. 66 carries, 361 yards with 5 touchdowns. That is insane. Jamal Williams, 71 carries, 312 yards with 2 touchdowns. Devontae Smith, 32 receptions, 406 yards, and 1 TD. And DeAndre Swift with 42 receptions. I'm sorry, man, I can't help but laugh. You've got the Philadelphia Eagles with their quarterback being their leading rusher. I mean, they got Miles Sanders over there. And then on our side, our leading receiver is a running back. That's tough, man. 2 touchdowns for DeAndre Swift. Now, if we go to the injury report, we've got McPherson, Dickerson, Hargrave. Sanders is out. So I was just speaking about him, and their running back is out along with Anthony Harris. Trey Flowers is questionable. DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson, Jamal Williams, and Jerry Jacobs. The only one I'm not sure here is Trey Flowers. He seems to be on and off every other game, but the other 4 guys I'm pretty sure are going to play. They've been on this report pretty much since the season began. If we go down to team stats, the Philadelphia Eagles averaged 22.7 points per game to the Detroit Lions 18.3. Points allowed for the Eagles 26.4 to 28.6 for the Detroit Lions. Total yards 361.9 for the Eagles, 354 for the Detroit Lions. Yards passing 245.1 for the Eagles and 255.7 for the Detroit Lions. And rushing yards, 98.3. So we can't get across that 100-yard mark for the Lions to 116.7 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yards allowed, we're still right around that 400-yard mark with 399.6 to the Philadelphia Eagles, 371. Passing yards allowed, 279.6 for the Lions to 238 for the Philadelphia Eagles. And the rushing yards are 133 for the Philadelphia Eagles to 120 for the Detroit Lions. So if you look at these stats right above my head, again, this is very similar to how the Detroit Lions have been with a lot of teams this year. They've been evenly matched when it comes to the stats category, not getting just completely blown out in the stat category. So they've been hanging tough a lot of the time. If we go to the last 5 games for Philadelphia Eagles, they are 1-4 with their last win coming the 10th of October. So 3 weeks ago, against the Carolina Panthers. That was the start of the Panthers' 4-game losing streak. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now, and a lot of Panthers fans had them winning that game. But the Philadelphia Eagles won and started that spiral for the Carolina Panthers. On our side, okay, we have lost the last 5 in a row, 7 in total this season, which are not pictured here, 3 in the preseason, and 4 last season, dating back to last season. So the Detroit Lions have done something that I really wasn't sure they were going to do. They have tied their longest streak of losses back in 2019 to 2020, when we lost that 8-game losing streak to close 2019, and then we lost 3 to open up the season of 2020. We are now we were then on an 11-game losing streak. Now, if you include the preseason, that's a 14-game losing streak. If you just include the regular season dating back to last season, we are tied on our 11-game losing streak. The Detroit Lions need to win this game. They have the longest active losing streak in the National Football League. The one before that, before last week in London, was the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was 20. They won. The last time they had one was week 1 of 2020. So the Detroit Lions need to get off of the schneid right now and get a win. That leads me to my prediction. I said that I was not going to predict that the Lions were going to win and the rest of the season. But I really have said this since the season started, that the Philadelphia Eagles are a very beatable team, and that the Detroit Lions, even kind of at their worst, could still beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm going to say that the Detroit Lions will get their first win in week 8 going into their bye week, and get a win at home against the Philadelphia Eagles, going to their bye week with exactly 9 games to go. So we are approaching, when they come back from their bye week, they'll have 9 games to go. Now, keep in mind, the Detroit Lions are not mathematically eliminated from the playoffs just yet, but that time is coming soon. To give you an idea of how bad the NFC is past the Rams after the first 4 or 5 people, the last 2 positions are pretty much up for grabs. The Atlanta Falcons are now 1 game out of the playoffs after 7 games. So that just tells you. But it's highly unlikely that this team is going to go any type of run, and they would have to get in on a wild card. So you might as well just go ahead and squash those hopes right now. My name is Derek. This is the Gridiron Blitz. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.